Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope your weekend's going well. Mine's kind of mellow. Haven't done a whole lot. This is Saturday afternoon I'm making this. But this video is fresh in my head because I just got back from the gym about half an hour ago, and this is where most of this video started percolating. It kind of started actually last night when I was in bed. I think I told you in yesterday's video that I broke my toe yesterday. Or I'm saying I broke my little toe on my right foot because my right foot is it's not totally purple or anything, but it is bruised. You can see bruising, and the swelling and the discoloration goes over to about the middle toe. And I can't see the veins in my foot, so it's swollen. The thing is, it's not all that. I mean, like I say, it's not painful. I have no pain. I can even I'm standing up right now. There's no pain on it. It's just I walk hella slow, and I'm a walker. I can't even stand to walk with be with people if they walk slow. Walking slow kills me. So it's been driving me nuts getting around because I'm hobbling around like Grandpa. But anyway, this subject started last night and continued today when I was in the gym because that was the first thing. You know, I thought as soon as I could tell, that I wasn't going to shake this off. You know, sometimes you kick your toe and hurts for a second, you shake it off and it's gone. Once I could tell, it kind of settled in and I saw what was going to happen. I was like, yeah, I'm going to probably have to adjust my thinking on the workout for a while. I'm going to have to adapt. Life, just like the title says, life is about adapting, and I'm going to work, it's not just about this. I'm going to talk in a few minutes about some other thoughts that have kind of made me think about this too. It's more than just adapting like to, situations like that, although I just, I took it in stride. It's like, what am I going to do? And I immediately started thinking, okay, what can I do? Basically, the takeaway on it is I decided last night, I'm like, okay, well, I can't do a lot. I mean, I can move, I can walk, but I don't think I'm not going to be able to climb up or go up the mountain, even with an athletic shoe on. I put some running shoes on this morning, and it's still tough to walk. I thought that might pad it, but so I'm not going to be able to go up the mountain. Not going to be able to really do the treadmill at the gym, so I got in there today. I ended up doing the Stairmaster. So what I was thinking last night, while I was thinking about this, like, okay, I'm not going to be able to do the same workout that I was planning on doing. I'm going to focus heavier on or really be more focused on the resistance part of it, bulking up, training, weight training. Like my body weight training is my core, and then I supplement with weights in there. And I'm starting to supplement a little bit more with weights. Like today, I'm adding another set. Really pushing it with the weights. One thing I'm doing though, even though I'm using sometimes I'm using free weights, sometimes I'm using machine, is I'm doing the same I'm doing with the body weight stuff, just using real control. But that's not the subject. Adapting. What else could I do? I just had to think, and that's how my mind, I try to train my mind to think like that. As soon as any sort of a wall, obstacle, anything different comes up, how do I adapt? Because things. And this goes into, we're talking all the time, and I totally believe in that, having a plan. It's good to have a plan, but plans do not always go as you planned, or things do not always go as you planned. You get in situations, there's things you can't anticipate, and how you react to that is going to have a lot to do with how successful you are in life in general, and also when it comes to living this lifestyle. Being healthy, being fit. I always hear this, people are, people make it like, sometimes I'm in a group and somebody like, oh my God, I'm going out with hubby this weekend and we're going to this event or this, blah, 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 blah. We're going out to dinner with friends. What am I going to do? And hey, if you want to go, if you want to do the whole thing of packing up the Tupperwares and taking extra stuff, and that's good. I can see doing that at times. But, it might be worth exploring sometime just to eat ahead of time, or just seeing what happens when you get there and definitely don't go in hungry. I mean, I'm not saying just go in willy-nilly, especially if you're not strong in staying to the way you eat. But, like for instance, for me, I'm not going to always I don't care to always be preparing stuff, packing stuff, carrying a nice little container. Now, granted, I don't go out to eat with people a whole lot, but, when I do, I'll just eat ahead of time, and I just sit and socialize. I drink a club soda, or I drink a bottle of water or whatever, so I can interact with the person. That's never been a problem, and nobody's ever really given me a problem about that. But you're going to have to adapt. You're going to find yourself in situations, whether it's going out to eat with friends, getting stuck somewhere where you don't have food available, just any situation you might think of that you get stuck in, that you don't have your nice little managed world around. I think about this a lot. People talk, and this especially kind of applies to the most stringent of the raw vegans out there. I don't want to, I've noticed this just in my little travels, like how even after a few days travel, I kind of get a little off kilter. And I want to work on, I want to be able to adapt when I travel. I don't want to be like, I even feel like this sometimes, like I hold myself back, like maybe I would go on a little day trip somewhere, but I'm like, okay, well, if I do that, I got to go through the mental checklist. Get my digest working to where I can get up and for sure eliminate in the morning before I get on a bus or whatever. Or whether I'm flying or whatever. When you're flying, you got a little bit more access to bathrooms, and you don't have access. Well, airports will afford you. You can usually get something very overpriced that's suitable. That's, I don't know. It's adequate. I don't know if I'd say suitable, but listen, if you want to be able to travel, you're going to have to figure out how to adapt. Unless you're going to sit in your little house and live your exact life you're living right now forever, you've got to figure out how to deal with situations when they come up. And you can't necessarily, and adapting isn't about even, yeah, you can even go on further to plan what you're going to do when your plan when your plan's not feasible anymore. You can plan what to do, but at some point, it's kind of an instinctive thing. You've just got to learn how to, when life zigs, you zag. But you've got to adapt. You can't. It's almost like, what's the point of doing this if the only way we can do it is to be within our little micromanaged world all the time, and we can't go here and we can't go there and we can't do this and we can't do that, all because of food? No, I'm not going to make food that big of an object in my life. Now, I'm not going to change how I'm doing it, but I just like to have my mind open to and be able to roll with the flow. I just think that's what life's about. I mean, that's what makes life fun. That's what makes me successful in life, being able to adapt when I get into things. Kind of, goes back to, I kind of started developing this mentality too when I got locked up 2 summers ago, because it's just about adapt. I had no choice. A lot of times it's just basically, you can either act like a little kid and ball up and cry, or you have to adapt. You don't have a choice. Usually a situation will pop up in front of you where you have to make a choice. You have to do something. Non-action is not a possibility. So, like I say, just kind of a little free flow here today, just talking a little bit like I normally do on the weekends. But think about that sometime. I mean, like I say, especially if you're a newbie, this stuff might get confusing, or you get a lot of information sometimes, like, okay, well, now people are always telling us to plan. Now this guy's talking about, be ready to just adapt and do whatever you need to do, to make do. But anyhow, hope you guys like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and hope you're having a great weekend. I don't know. It's kind of strange, because now, since I don't have the job, the weekends is like I almost feel like kind of torn. Like, okay, since I don't have the proper job, I shouldn't necessarily take off the weekends or be lazy. But I'm not totally lazy. I've been watching some tutorial videos today on making videos with the iPhone, and been doing a little educating today more than anything. So anyhow, hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will see you again tomorrow. Peace.